All right, we're back again for another father-son fireside chat kind of thing that we got going on here.
Fireside chat.
Yeah, something like that, like the old days. How are you doing today, Forrest?
Pretty good.
I got a text today. Mr. Mustafa actually listens to these.
He does?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, he likes these.
He does?
Uh-huh.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, maybe he thinks you're smart or something. Probably not. His kids are actually smart.
Yeah.
So how are you today?
Good.
What'd you do?
Normal school stuff.
Yeah. Did you kiss any girls today?
No.
Oh, all right. Are you ever going to kiss a girl?
Hopefully not until I'm older.
Oh, that's a good idea. Good plan. You got any questions for me?
No.
Good. You never have any questions. It's really easy. That means I get to ask you all the questions. So everything's always directed about you. All right, I got one goofy question, then we'll get into serious stuff. If you could be a superhero, who would you be and why?
The Flash? Well, alright, first of all, I'd be super fast. So I could basically do First of all, my homework would be a lot easier to do. Summer reading would be a lot easier to do. Writing would be a lot easier to do. And if I ever got frustrated, I could just run it off.
Yeah, around the planet like 600 times we'd be back in the past. Like when Superman flies. That's it? Was it just because you like the TV show? And Flash has got a hot
I
girl?
can also shoot lightning and make I can make tornadoes.
Uh-huh.
I can shoot lightning. And in the Flashpoint Paradox movie, he actually makes like this almost like a circle of wind, and he throws it at a bomb and
You can make little tornadoes with his hands too.
Yeah, it's kind of like almost a hand tornado that he used, and he threw it. It was cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay. You're just done, huh? You didn't have the reverse question for me? That's okay.
I was about to just ask you that.
Oh. I don't know. I would probably either want to be able to mind read people to know exactly what everyone's thinking, because I think that would be pretty cool.
That'd be good for the podcast. You could finish people's sentences.
No, that's not very good for the podcast. Then I'd cut everyone off if I was finishing people's sentences. But I have I could definitely control the conversation a lot better because I know what they're thinking. I could ask questions that would mess them up.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'd be cool. Plus, I'd always know what people are thinking, like what my wife was thinking and what you're thinking, and all the people at work.
That might actually help you be better in people's opinion if they didn't know that you actually had that power.
Right, I wouldn't tell nobody. It'd be really cool. And then, it'd be good for school because you wouldn't have to do homework. If the teacher asked you questions, you'd have to think about the answer, so you would know the answer all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? Not just a punching bag my head is. I pointed at my head while I said that. So what do you know about drugs?
Drugs? Where is this going?
Well, I don't know where you think it's going. It's going to drug talk.
Well, what do you mean by drugs? Do you mean
like marijuana or cocaine or LSD or mushrooms or Do you know what mushrooms are? Drug mushrooms?
No.
They're like a psychedelic thing, so they make you see things. They grow them in poop. And
what?
Yeah, they grow them in poop. That's why they taste like poop. But they make you see things and go on trips. It messes with your brain, so you see hallucinations.
That's who? What? That just.
You know people that have taken mushrooms.
I do?
You do.
Who?
I guarantee you. I can't tell you because we're on live air. I don't want to throw Mr. Andrews under the bus. He's not the only one, but I just throw him under the bus.
He'll probably laugh. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he likes that. So, what do you know about drugs?
Well, they cost you a lot, not just money. They cost you pretty much your life. Because, well, first of all, they addict you. And then next, they make you hungry for more money so you can either make them or buy them. And then lastly, it just kind of can take away your body. But if you, at a certain point, it's just going to start deteriorating your body because of everything that's in it. It's either going to deteriorate your mind, your lungs, or your heart, usually, or your kidneys.
why do you think people take drugs then?
To relax themselves. Like we were talking about it the other day about cocaine and marijuana. You said you don't see why people smoke cigarettes because, I mean, it doesn't relax you or anything. But you could see why people took cocaine and marijuana because it's almost like a calming.
Cocaine is not common. Cocaine gets you hyped up.
Or yeah, either hyped up or relaxed.
We were talking about weed. We were talking about marijuana. And
Yeah,
how
like how
relaxing.
marijuana is supposed to relax you. But some other people do a healthy amount of marijuana where it gives you the medicinal benefits and the healthy benefits.
Well, there's different kinds of marijuana. You can
Yeah.
take CBD oil, which is marijuana without the THC, and that's the ingredient that makes you high.
Yeah.
And they take that out, and the CBD is supposed to be pretty good for you. So you can get the medicinal benefits without actually ingesting
high?
the THC.
Don't they take the addictive agent out? well?
There's controversy whether marijuana is addictive or not. To me, I believe the studies show that it is addictive, but who am I? I've never smoked marijuana, so I can't say whether it's addictive or not.
Yeah.
I would say
that's probably for the best.
I would say a lot of people I know can just quit cold turkey. Pretty much everyone I know smoked weed. Your mom and me are really the only two people I know that haven't.
And obviously
And hopefully you.
Did you say I must be okay, you said you.
Right.
Everybody yeah, okay.
Yeah. I hope not the people that you know, because your friends are still in a young peer group. But
Yeah.
all the adults I exposed you to, most of them have smoked weed, I would
hope-
imagine.
I'm pretty sure by the time I'm in 9th or 10th grade, or I'm in 8th to like the rest of high school and the rest of my life, I probably know some people or know some people's names at my school that have done marijuana before.
Right. What about alcohol?
Well, alcohol, besides getting drunk, it's not really that bad for you. I mean,
Why do you think alcohol is okay and marijuana is not?
well, okay, it's different. So the different kinds of marijuana are different because if you smoke weed, I mean that's obviously the addictive agent and the high or the maybe addictive and the high part, which isn't good for you. And being high kind of just dulls your senses and your mind. Well, the CBD oil actually helps you.
So what does alcohol do then?
Actually, I think you can probably get away pretty normal if you just have like a glass of red wine or just a glass of wine.
What if you just
Or
take
even
two
just a
puffs
bottle of beer.
of a joint?
Well, that can addict you. Like if you're really
Alcohol's proven to be addictive.
well, yeah. But if you're
And here's the whole thing I want to get into. What you're talking about is how the school tells you about the drugs and like how advertisers tell you about drugs and alcohol. Alcohol is a drug just as much as marijuana or cocaine or
You
any of
think?
the other drugs. For sure, 100%.
but are they as bad for you?
Yes, it's worse for you. Alcohol's been proven to be worse for you than marijuana.
What kind of alcohol?
Any kind of alcohol.
Just wine? Like just a glass of wine?
Not one glass of wine, but the alcohol in the wine is addictive, and you start to have one or two glasses, and it builds up a tolerance for you, and you drink more and more alcohol, and it does dull your senses. Just like one puff of weed does the same thing. It hits your system, but not as hard.
Mm-hmm.
They all do the same thing. They're all like escape methods, I think,
I'm really
personally.
surprised, actually,
That's why
by this.
marijuana's become illegal in a lot of states. You know what it is the
'Cause
government. And
alcohol is legal, and everybody's starting to figure out what you already know.
in the 70s, there was a big push, or 60s and 70s, there was a big push to get marijuana illegal because everyone can grow it, and they couldn't tax it. They weren't making money. It's a
Why
big
didn't they tax marijuana? Like they tax everything else.
because people can just grow it. Because it's hard to stop people from growing it, so it's hard
Oh.
to tax it, and then it's hard to regulate it. But they're doing
Yeah.
it now in California and stuff. Now the marijuana is different because the marijuana
Well,
gets a
couldn't
higher grade.
Couldn't you make it illegal to grow.
It is illegal to grow everywhere, and people still do it. Like, laws don't stop people from doing things. It's like laws don't stop people from shooting up schools, you know?
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Right? But I just want you to critically think about all the stuff you're doing. If you take a substance and it alters how you feel, react, it's not good for you.
Probably stop it.
Yeah, or it's a drug. If it alters how you feel, it's definitely a drug. Whether it's taking away pain, because that's how people get hooked on heroin. They do pain pills, and then heroin's cheaper, so they do heroin. It takes away their pain, makes them feel great.
Opioids? Because opioids were a big thing.
That's what I'm talking about. Takes away your pain. And like a lot of people start the pills, like
What about like smoking opium, like they did like way
in the old days.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't really know everything about drugs, to be honest with you. I very rarely drink alcohol. I think I drank once when I was like 12 or 13. I tried a beer and it was like one of the grossest things I ever had. When did I drink again? I had
Have you probably were made to drink champagne during New Year's before?
Yeah,
right?
I had champagne a couple times during New Year's. I did it last time. Both times I went down to Dad's house. I had champagne. I had a couple shots when Destiny was born. The day after she was born, I had to go to my cousin's bachelor party, so I had 2 or 3 shots. And it wasn't a bachelor party.
What were the shots like?
He was getting married. I don't know. I don't really remember too good. I took them. They were like, actually didn't taste too bad, but it burned a little bit going down. I don't feel too altered, but I rode with my mom, so my mom dropped me off. I had like 2 or 3 shots over like 5 hours, so.
Yeah, it was not that bad.
But every time I went around, my cousin would buy me a shot, and like at the time I didn't know how to say no to that because I was, it was right when Destiny was born.
How
I was
do
still
you
pretty
say
young.
no to that?
What I do is I just say no. I'm past the point where I care what people think, so I just say no. I'm like, nah, it's not for me. And when I used to go out, we used to go out to strip clubs and like all kinds of other stuff when I was young and I was on the wrestling team. What I do is I carry around an empty beer bottle and it looked like I was drinking. So that way I could hang out, but not like look like I wasn't drinking and being a party pooper or whatever,
Yeah, wow.
Plus a lot of times I'd be DD, so I could just say like, oh, I'm a designated driver, I can't drink. I'm not going to do that,
Yeah.
So people actually like to go out with me, and then I got stuck driving, and then after a while I was like, this is not really cool. I don't like doing this. So
you don't
I really
like
just
being
stopped
DD?
going. I don't mind being DD. I just don't like hanging out with people that are drinking, to be honest with you.
Or drunk?
Or drunk.
I think drunk is worse. Because then they're all happy and it's just gets bad.
Or they get angry.
Yeah, they get angry a lot easier.
Yeah. Or they scratch at the door or some other bad things.
Scratch at the door?
Yeah, a long story. So what I'm saying is, like, drugs and alcohol, they make you feel good. And you know what? When me and Mom were fighting not too long ago, I actually had a Jack and Coke. Because I wanted to see, like, how it does and what it does to you. And Mom drinks a little bit when we fight sometimes to relax a little bit. I took it. I did not I was like dull. I felt like dumb. I just felt like I got punched in the head like 60 times. Like I sparred like maybe like I did 8 rounds with Mr. Pat. That's what I felt like.
What did you have?
I don't know. I don't even know what a shot would be. I just poured some in and then poured some pop on top. And it tasted terrible. And it didn't help because we were arguing and like it really dulled my senses. And I was really losing the argument bad then. Like I felt like a retard. That's not a really nice word to say, but I still say retard.
Well, you probably, I'm guessing you've said it for a long time before
Yeah.
it was kind of, like, bad to
I've
say
never
it or
called
whatever.
someone that's handicapped retards. I just call dumb people retards. Because dumb people are retards. I think that's what they're meant for, not...
That's the real definition. It's just that one person does something that's a celebrity and affects the whole world. It's so annoying.
Yeah, so basically we're way over time, but I wanted to say that
Isn't that what fads are kind of from? Celebrities? Just doing dumb stuff?
fads come from other people doing dumb stuff too, not just celebrities. Don't be celebrity hating. Some celebrities are good. Some. Anyways, I just want to say that drugs and alcohol, they make you feel good. A lot of your friends are going to do it. You're going to feel a lot of pressure to do it sometimes. And you might try it. And if you do try it, I understand. And I'll always be here to help you or talk with you if you need it. And I would like if you ever do become chemically altered or you drink, please call me. I'll come pick you up. Don't talk to Mom. Call me. We'll hang out. We'll talk about it.
Maybe we should edit that part out before Mom calls us again.
No, that's all right. We're good. We're not going to edit it. And, please always be open with me about drugs and alcohol. I'm pretty understanding. but I would tell you, it's gonna alter you, and it's not really gonna help you.
Yeah.
It's gonna feel good for a little bit, and then you're gonna feel worse after.
I do have some questions to start out tomorrow's.
About
I'll just save it for tomorrow.
all right, sounds good. Not about this.
It's kind of about that.
Okay, go ahead right now. Let's hurry up.
What about like over the table stuff like GNC? Like that somehow you start feeling altered. Like what do you?
Like caffeine, like that kind of stuff.
Not necessarily caffeine, just something that you don't see in the ingredients or you miss.
That you wouldn't normally feel. It's a small amount. Those guys that you talk about, the people that pop hot in UFC for like tainted substances.
Kind of, but just maybe by mistake or by something just not right, by somebody not telling you something.
Yeah, the ingredients in there.
Facts.
If you fail a drug test because of that, you're not being altered. It's not really enough to make you feel different, and that's mostly bodybuilding stuff and steroids, which is a completely different topic that we can talk about if you're interested in that too.
That's like injection drugs, right?
Yeah, steroids don't make you feel good though. That's a drug to
Doesn't it just give you adrenaline and
no
muscle mass?
steroids help your muscles recover and heal and build faster. So they're actually a very good thing. They just do a lot of damage to your body. So
the caffeine.
To look good on the outside, you're giving up your insides, which I don't know. It's a choice you have to make on your own.
Yeah.
You, in a free country, have free choice, and hopefully I can educate you and make the right choices.
Yep.
All right, let's call it here. We're 16 and a half minutes in. We're way over time. It's 9:59. You should be in bed in less than 1 minute. That's 10 o'clock right now. All right, I know where my child is. He's going to bed.
Sounds good.
Thank you guys for listening. If you have anything you want us to talk about, please leave it in the comments. Thank you. Have a good night.